Welcome to the 𝘐𝘩𝘏 podcast, where attorneys are of no short supply and your values are met. I'm Jess, the Marketing and Culture Director here at 𝘐𝘏𝘏, and today we're going to talk to Sydney Cichon, a real estate and litigation attorney. Hey Sydney, how you doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Thanks for joining us today. I'm doing well. I am excited to chat with you since you're one of our second-generation attorneys at 𝘐𝘏𝘏.
Me too.
Where are you from? You're a local, right?
Yes, I'm a Volusia County native. I was born and raised in 𝘠𝘰𝘮𝘮 Beach.
Okay. You went to school here too?
I did. I went to 𝘬𝘂𝘃 High School, and then after high school...
Ew. I'm a bulldog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, after 𝘬𝘂𝘃, I did go on to graduate 𝘞𝘪𝘮𝘀 cum laude from University of North Florida in Jacksonville, and then I got my law degree from Florida International University College of Law in Miami, and I graduated on the dean's list.
Of course you did.
Yes.
I'm not surprised. Now, were you at school the same time as Bailey? Were you doing law school during the pandemic?
I was not.
Okay.
I graduated in 2019, so I just
So you
missed
made
the
it just in
pandemic.
time.
Yes.
Awesome. You got to skip all of that
Of
weirdness.
course.
So you're a second-generation attorney at 𝘐𝘏𝘏.
Yes.
What's that like?
It's been really fun because I've got to work with my father, who's been at 𝘐𝘏𝘏 for a very long time. So it really allowed me to have a great mentor. And I've been a part of the 𝘐𝘏𝘏 family my entire life. So it really always seemed like the best fit for me, and I couldn't imagine practicing anywhere else.
Oh, I love that so much. I've seen all your pictures on retreats and as a kiddo.
Yes,
in our
I've been
𝘐𝘏𝘏
going
history
on the
books.
firm retreat since I was a child. So
Aw, that's really cool. That's a neat way to grow up. Different way to grow up for sure.
yes,
So you're a local Floridian.
I am.
How are you involved in the community?
So one of my favorite things I'm involved in is the Volusia County Bar Association's Young Lawyers Division. I am the incoming president this year.
Congrats.
And it's just been such a good opportunity because it allows me to connect with other young lawyers in the community. And not only do we hold events and things that benefit the legal community, but we also volunteer and do other fundraising opportunities. So it's a really rewarding experience.
I know you've done some fun fundraising events, I think, around the holidays. What are some of the things that the Young Lawyers group does?
So we had one of our most successful holiday toy drives for foster children this year. We also hold a chili cook-off to benefit the 𝘞𝘩𝘄𝘵 Foundation.
Very fun.
We also do food drives. We did a diaper drive for the Child's Academy. So lots of fun volunteer opportunities.
Fantastic. So I know that your dad was involved at 𝘐𝘏𝘏, but how did you become involved at 𝘐𝘏𝘏?
So I have been, like I said, I've been part of the 𝘐𝘏𝘏 family my entire life. I've actually started working in high school, working behind the front desk, doing some filing. And then in college, I had an internship as well. In law school, I came back, I think, for 1 or 2 summers and clerked as well. So I've been long involved in 𝘐𝘏𝘏𝘏.
Do you feel like that was a natural flow, like you just always foresaw that happening, or is that something that happened later in your sort of legal school, or?
Yeah, so my father actually tried to get me to not go to law school.
Okay.
But it's something I always knew that I was going to do, even as a child. Like most kids play, make-believe games. They play house, they play teacher. I played attorney. So my friend and I would actually come to the office on weekends as a kid and play make-believe attorney. So it's something I always knew I was going to do.
Why did your dad want you to not be an attorney?
It is a difficult job, and it can be stressful at times. So I think he tried to persuade me to do something different, but I really couldn't imagine doing anything else.
Oh, so you're happy in your current role?
Yes, of course, very happy.
Awesome. And you still love Daytona Beach after all this time?
Of course. After graduating, I was so ready to move back here. This is my hometown. I love the community. I love the beach. I love the weather. It's just the best place to live.
What spoke to you about the civil litigation departments and practice areas?
So I've always enjoyed being in the courtroom, and I like advocating for others. So practicing civil litigation and real estate really allowed me to work closely with local businesses and members of the community who are dealing with very real and often high-stakes problems. And I just really enjoy getting to help them navigate those legal disputes and protect their interests and help them reach a favorable resolution, whether that's through negotiations or litigation.
And who are your usual clients on the litigation side? Let's start with that.
Okay, so I have a wide variety of clients. Some of my typical clients would be businesses, both large and small, landlords of both commercial and residential properties, financial lenders, contractors, homeowners, and of course, individuals.
And then on the real estate side?
Again, that's probably homeowners and individuals. Also can be developers and contractors as well.
And why do they seek your advice?
They seek my advice usually looking for advice or representation in litigation matters. Some of the matters include foreclosures, landlord-tenant disputes, breaches of contract, construction liens, business disputes, and other real estate matters.
So the question of the hour for you, Sydney, is what to do when it's time to evict a tenant.
Okay, so the first step when it's time to evict a tenant is usually to send out the proper eviction notice. And that eviction notice needs to not only comply with your lease, but also Florida law. And this is a really crucial step because if you have a defective eviction notice, it can significantly delay or even completely derail your eviction case. So it's really important to get legal guidance early on to ensure that everything is done properly and accurately from the very start.
What are some of the most common reasons for eviction?
The most common reasons for eviction would be a non-payment of rent or a breach of lease.
Okay. And which ones have the strongest legal foundation?
I would say the non-payment of rent. It's usually pretty straightforward as long as you can prove that rent was not paid.
Right.
The legal process usually works more efficiently.
How often should a lease be reviewed and updated?
A lease should definitely be reviewed regularly, but it really depends on the type of lease. I would say that anytime you have a change in tenant or a change in the use of your property or a change in the law, you should have your lease reviewed. And landlord-tenant law does change from time to time. So you really want to make sure that you don't have an outdated lease because that can open you to significant liability. So you want to have your lease reviewed to make sure that it is compliant with law, that it's enforceable, and that it's really tailored to protect a landlord's interests.
At what point should a landlord seek legal advice when they're having tenant concerns?
I would say immediately. Landlord-tenant law is governed by Chapter 83 Florida Statutes, which contains very specific and very strict requirements and processes. So if you wait too long or you take these matters into your own hands, you can really open yourself up to significant liability and risks as a landlord. So getting that legal advice early on is essential to ensure that small issues don't become much larger and more costly disputes.
Wild card question for you.
Okay.
What should a landlord never do during the eviction process?
Oh, okay. So a landlord should never perform what's called a constructive eviction.
Okay.
And that's where a landlord uses self-help measures such as turning off the utilities, changing the locks, removing a tenant's personal property to basically force them out of the property. This is highly illegal in Florida, and it can really result in financial risks to the landlord. So you want to make sure that you wait to go through the proper legal process to have your tenant removed.
So if someone is seeking legal advice from your team, how would they proceed in contacting you, Sydney?
So you can reach us through our website at 𝘐𝘵𝘥.com, or you can give us a call at 386-255-8171, and a member of...
You knew the phone number. Our last one didn't.
I have known it my entire life. It hasn't changed.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You've had some time to figure it out.
But yeah, definitely, reach out to us, and one of our team members would be happy to speak with you and see if we can help.
What should they expect if they're setting an initial consultation with you? What's that sort of first meeting look like?
So during the initial consultation, we will go over all of the facts and details of your case, as well as what your goals are. We'll discuss your options, what the possible outcomes will be, and if there are any risks involved. And if your matter is one that will proceed to litigation, we'll really walk you through that process so you know exactly what to expect.
And is that meeting in person or via the Zoom or phone or?
So we can do whatever is most comfortable to you. We can meet in person. We can do a Zoom or video call. We can do a phone call, whatever works best for the client.
Perfect. What do you think sets Cobb Cole's team aside from competitors?
So I think our dedication and our loyalty to our clients is what really sets us apart. We really pride ourselves in strong communication and taking the time to really understand our clients' needs. Cobb Cole has very deep roots in this community, and that history really shows in the way that we advocate for our clients and help them reach meaningful and practical resolutions.
So, Sydney, you have been in Daytona Beach or Volusia County for your lifetime. You plan to be here, I hope, in the future.
Of course.
What are some things that have happened since you've grown up here that you've really enjoyed seeing change or sort of navigate through the time that you've been growing in Daytona Beach?
Yeah, so I know as a child and most of my life growing up, this was really a small beach town community. And now as an adult, I've really seen the area develop. We have a lot more people moving to the area, a lot of out-of-state people moving to the area, and we've really seen the businesses and overall area develop. We've had lots of new exciting businesses like Trader Joe's just came to the area.
Love it.
Yes.
Cheese boards for days.
Of course. We've seen our beautiful art museum really grow and develop. Even Cobb Cole has moved from our original location in downtown Daytona to One Daytona, which has been really exciting. There's just so many great restaurants and shops in that area. And we're also seeing a lot of new homes be built, new subdivisions and communities. So the area is just really expanding, and I think it will continue to grow for many years to come.
Sydney, well, what does Daytona Beach not have that it still needs?
Okay, so Jess, you know I'm a foodie.
Oh, yeah.
So I would absolutely love to see our food scene expand, but specifically, I think we should have a Michelin star restaurant.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, I
Where
would
would
love
that
to see
go?
that.
Beachside?
I see a lot of downtown Ormond Beach's food scene really developing with some really unique restaurants and menu items. So I think downtown Ormond Beach would be a great location.
Well, thanks for joining us today, Sydney. I
Thank
appreciate you being here.
Yes, of course. It was so much fun.
If you're interested in hearing about the real estate or civil litigation services at Cobb Cole, please contact us at 386-255-8171. We proudly serve all of Volusia and beyond with offices in Daytona Beach and DeLand. Cobb Cole is a multi-lawyer firm specializing in practice areas from estate planning to real estate. Cobb Cole, your legal compass.
The information you obtain from this podcast is not, nor is it intended to be, legal advice. You should consult an attorney for advice regarding your individual situation. We invite you to contact us and welcome your calls, letters, and electronic mail. Contacting us does not create an attorney-client relationship. Please do not send any confidential information to us until such time as an attorney-client relationship has been established.